हेलो एवरीवन, आज मैं आपके लिए एक नया वीडियो लेकर आई हूँ जिसका टॉपिक है प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल। तो शुरू करने से पहले अगर आपने मेरा चैनल अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज़ सबसे पहले सब्सक्राइब करिए और हाँ, बेल आइकन दबाना मत भूलिएगा। जैसे ही मैं कोई नया वीडियो अपलोड करूँगी आपको उसका नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले मिल जाएगा। अगर आपको मेरा वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक एंड कमेंट ज़रूर करें। तो चलिए अब हम शुरू करते हैं अपने टॉपिक के साथ। तो जो टॉपिक्स हम लोगों ने कवर्ड किए इस वीडियो में दैट आर व्हाट इज़ प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल, फीचर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल, इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल, limitations of product life cycle, stages of product life cycle, strategies for different stages of product life cycle. Product life cycle. Like a human being, all products have certain length of cycle during which they pass through certain identifiable stages. Though the conception of the product during its development and up to the market introduction, product remains in pre-initial stage. Its life begins with its market introduction, then goes through a period during which its market grows rapidly and eventually it reaches at maturity and then stands saturated. After that, its market decline and finally its life come to an end. Features of product life cycle. Every product have a life cycle like a human being have. No two products have the same life cycle. The duration of each stage is different for different products. It is not necessary that all the products go through the same stage. Some might fail at the initial stage. Next, importance of product life cycle. So we will briefly discuss each importance of product life cycle in detail because this is a very important topic. So let us talk about importance. Planning. Planning the PLC model its advantage is planning long-term offensive marketing strategies, particularly when markets and economies are stable. A benefit of following a product life cycle concept is that it helps companies in the planning process, realizing that the demand for a product typically does not last forever helps it to prepare for the inevitable decline. This company gains a better idea of how to allocate marketing funds in accordance with the phase of the cycle the product has entered, knowing that it will need to replace even a successful product. At some point can also lead to greater focus on product development innovation. Proactive approach. The another positive effect of product life cycle is rather sitting back and waiting for the ultimate demise of a product. It allows companies to take some more proactive approach by maximizing by maximizing its by maximizing and helping it to grow with sales and profits during each stage. For example, if management recognizes that a product is being to decline, it can attempt to squeeze out profits by eliminating unprofitable distribution channels to minimize expenses. Sales continue to win. Third, better and more efficient product. The today technology offers phenomenal opportunities to firms to develop more user-friendly, low-price and attractive-looking products. A case in point is Parle Bottling, which used developments in packaging to successfully launch their mango drink Fruity. The Tetra Pak did wonders for Fruity, marketing it convenient, easy to use, and carry also more attractive than other mango drinks in bottle. Fourth, helps in forecasting. Managers are always in need of predictive tools to help them to navigate a seemingly chaotic market. And the PLC model gives manager the ability to forecast product directions on a macro level and plan for a timely execution of relevant competitive moves. Coupled with actual sales data, the PLC model can also be used as an explanatory tool in facilitating an understanding of past and future sales progression. Fifth, ongoing strategy. Once a product strategy or product line strategy has been formulated, the PLC model can be used as a part of an ongoing strategy validation process since it reflects on market trends, customer issues, and technological advancements. Companies always anticipate the emergence of new competitors. Sixth, help to eliminate dead products. Nevertheless, most products die, and once products are dead, they hold no value, no revenue potential, and are toll on companies' resources. By combining the elements of time, sales volume, and notion of evolutionary stages, the PLC models help to determine when reasonable to eliminate dead products. Seventh, development of new products. The study of product life cycle is very helpful in the development of new products and in the improvement of existing products. This study studies the changes taking place in the need, habits, taste, and attitudes of the consumers. Next, limitations of product life cycle. Unreliability. On the downside of a product life cycle is not always a reliable indicator of the true lifespan of a product, and adhering to the concept may lead to mistakes. For example, a dip in sales during the growth stage may only be temporary instead of a sign the product is reaching maturity. Second, false assumptions. Another possible Another possible drawback is that unlike the inevitable life cycle of human being, the occurrence of a product life cycle is not a certainty. Changes in market conditions or consumer taste or the introduction of a similar product by the competition can render planning based on a predictable product life cycle totally useless. Third, changing customer needs. The most fundamental of all environmental factors in the customer's needs that shape the product life cycle over a period of time. These need changes as customers become more aware and higher disposable income leading to change in the life cycle and aspirations. Stages of product life cycle. Introduction stage. This is the first stage in the PLC. A period of slow sales growth as the product is introduced in the market. Profits are non existent in this stage because of the heavy expenses incurred with the product introduction. In this stage, the product is a new one. It means a product that opens up an entirely new market, replaces an existing product, or significantly broader the market for an existing product. At this stage, there are the following outcomes: low and slow sales, high product price, heavy promotional expenses, low profit, and narrow product line. Second stage is growth. Growth, it is a period of rapid market acceptance and substantial profits improvements. At this stage, once market accept the product, sales begin to rise and product enter into a second stage. The product receive a achievable and considerable widespread in the market. The sales and profit increase at an accelerated rate. In this, effective distribution, advertising, and sales promotion are considered as the key factors. At this stage, there are following outcomes: rapid increase in sales, product improvement, increase in profit, reduction in price, strengthen the distribution channel. Maturity, a period of slowdown in sales growth because the product has achieved acceptance by most potential buyers. Profits stabilize or decline because of increased competition. The market becomes saturated as the household demand is satisfied. In this stage, sales of product rise but at a lower rate. Profit margin decline due to keen competition. At, the, at this stage, there are following outcomes: keen competition, sales increase at a decreasing rate, normal promotional expense, uniform and lower price, profit margin decreases. Fourth stage is decline, the period when sales show a downward drift and profit erodes. Sooner or later, actual sales begins to fall under the impact of new product and changing consumer behaviors. The sales and profit falls down sharply and promotional expenses cut down drastically. At this stage, there are following outcomes: rapid decrease in sales, decrease in prices, no promotional expenses. So this is a small overview what we have studied till now. There are certain characteristics given and the four stages are defined: introduction, growth, maturity and decline. So first characteristic is marketing objective. What happens in the introduction stage? Attracts innovators and opinion leaders to a new product. Growth, expand distribution and product line. Maturity, maintain differential advantage as long as possible. Decline, cut back, revive or terminate. Industry sales, introduction, increasing, growth, rapidly increasing, maturity, stable, decline, decreasing. Competition, none or small in introduction stage. There is some competition in growth and there is a substantial competition in maturity, and in decline limited competition. Industry profit, in introduction negative, growth increasing, maturity decreasing and decline decreasing. Customers, innovators are there in introduction stage. Affluent mass market in growth, mass market in maturity and laggards in decline. Product mix, one or two basic models, expanding lines, full product line and bestseller. Distribution, introduction depends on product, growth rising number of outlets, maturity greatest number of outlets, decline decreasing number of outlets. Promotion, introduction informative, growth persuasive, maturity competitive and decline informative. Pricing, introduction depends on product, growth greater range of price, maturity full line of prices and decline selected prices. Strategies for different stages of PLC. Introduction stage, at this stage, make proper advertisement before product launches in the market. Short the period of introduction as far as possible. Heavy advertisement and promotional expenses incurred. selective distribution and attractive discounts and deals. If product is technical, adopt price skimming, and if possible, adopt price penetration. Growth stage. At this stage, improves the product quality, add new product feature and improve product styles, enter the new market areas, reduce price to attract number of buyer, increase in promotional activities, strengthen the distribution channel by increasing the number of retailers, create brand image through promotional activity, emphasize on customer satisfaction. Next, third stage is maturity. At this stage, what strategies are used? Improve the quality of product and introduce some new models. Try to convert non-user into user of the product. Introduce new packaging and wrapping policies. Lower the price to attract more consumers. Change the styles and design of the product. Now, the fourth stage and the last stage. At this stage, improve the product in functional sense. Review the marketing and production program. Emphasize on cost control techniques to generate profits. Adopt selective promotional of product to reduce direct costs. Research and development increase to innovate new products. Thanks for watching my video till the end. Please like my channel. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for further notification. If you have any queries related to any topic or if you want me to make a particular video on any of the topic, please comment me in the comment section. I'll definitely make a separate video for you as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel.